Hello my friends, I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to another practice. Today I have a fun, funky, stretchy, twisting flow for you. The class that I taught this morning, so I hope you guys enjoy. When you're ready, let's get right into it. You're welcome to find a Sukhasana cross-legged seat at the front of your space. So you can place your right foot in front of your left foot, and then gently rest your hands on your knees as you feel into a sense of length through the spine. Close down your eyes as you allow the energy to settle. Bring all of you here. Bring your physical self, your mental, your energetic self into your body and into your practice. Keeping your mouth closed, begin to deepen your breath. We'll take 5 slow and spacious rounds of breath, allowing each breath cycle to fully root you into the present. When you finish your last round, you can open up the eyes and slowly pull the right foot into the chest. Wrap your hands around the foot and start to slowly sway it from left to right, getting right into the inner thighs, the hips. Allow your breath to be nice and slow and steady. And then with your out breath, let's glide this right knee behind us in a pigeon pose. If you're not ready for your pigeon, keep your back knee bent and then flex into the left foot. Fingers forwards, we lift the chest on the in-breath. And then with the out-breath, we melt forwards and down. Let's go for 2 more rounds like that. Inhale to lift your chest upwards. Exhale, lean forwards. Feel into the opening through your outer thigh. 1 more time. Inhale, let's lengthen. And then exhale, we lean forwards, maybe coming onto the elbows, feeling into a sense of spaciousness. With that out breath, begin to walk your way back up and then swing your right leg out in front of you. Right foot in front of the left foot. Let's take it to the other side, grabbing onto the left foot with both hands. Find a bit of an opening as you sway slightly from left to right. Relax the shoulders, relax your energy. Notice how this side feels right now today. And then we, nice and slow, take it behind us. Find your pigeon variation wherever you are. Try to press the outer right thigh into the floor. Let's lift the chest on the in-breath. And with the out-breath, you can lean the body forwards. Relax the upper body. And again, let's rise and lift. Exhale, lean forwards. Last round, inhale to lift. Really moving with the breath. Exhale, lean forwards, maybe melting a little bit closer to the floor now. Soften into the shoulders, feel into the opening through the external rotators. And then with your out breath, make your way back up. Swing your left leg forwards in front of your right foot. Okay, listening carefully. We'll start to lean over to the right side, spiral all the way around, come into a kneeling position. We're facing the back of our space. Spread into the toes and the fingers. And then start to find very slow circular movements through the spine. Finding a few barrels here. And feeling into a sense of spaciousness from the inside out. You can start to change directions, trying to bring as much of the spine, really as much of the body into the movement. And then on your next in-breath, guide the chest through in a cow pose, open it up. With your out breath, round the spine, cat spine, lift up through the back of your heart space. And then we melt the hips all the way back, downward facing dog. Let's take a few petals here, bend into one leg at a time, feel into space. And then nice and slow, cross your right foot over your left foot. You're in a crisscross dog shape. Pull the heart space towards the thighs as you always do in your dog. Take a breath. With the out breath, change sides. Crossing left foot over right foot. You can bend your knees as much as you need here. One more round. Nice. Now begin to walk both hands towards your feet, coming into a crisscross fold. Pull the heart space towards the thighs as much as you can. And then nice and slow, start to lean over to the right side. We spiral around to face the front of our space. However awkwardly that went, don't worry about it. Lift your chest on the in-breath. On the out-breath, fold forwards. High mountain pose, we rise. Radiate through your fingertips. Feel the energy move up the spine, up the arms, up the fingers. And then we open it up. Stretch into the arms as you cactus. Exhale takes us down to the floor, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, lift the chest. On the out breath, plug the hands into the ground, downward facing dog, step both feet back, push firmly into the paddings of your hands and into the edges of your feet, and then slowly roll forwards to a high plank position. Push away from the ground and we hold in our plank. Feel into a sense of strength, of aliveness through your whole frame. We'll start to shift forwards and backwards now, warming up the wrists a little bit and using the balls of our feet to find that movement. Try to keep your spine straight with your tailbone pulling down. We'll go for another round of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees down to the floor, supported chaturanga. Let's lower it down. Take a slow round of cobra as you open it up, peel the shoulders back. Exhale, relax to the earth. And again, let's roll upwards, pushing hips into ground. Exhale to lower. Last round, let's open it up. Find that breath, find that space. Softly ripple the chest to the ground. Now take your hips back in space, downward facing dog, melt your hips back. Hug your heart space towards your femur bones. Slowly, with awareness, lift your heels off the floor. Once again, we roll through to a plank. And then take a hanging cobra now. If you're not ready for this, keep your knees grounded. What we want to do is try to lift the chest through in between the gates of the shoulders as much as we can. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, bend the knees and glide your hips back. Downward facing dog. Again, lift up through the heels. Allow this to become a fluid, gentle opening as we peel the chest through. Drive the shoulders onto the back body. Exhale, gliding your hips back. Slow, continuous rhythm, downward facing. And again, roll forwards. Start to feel the movement, the energy travel up the spine and lift up into the chest space as you open yourself up. Exhale, glide your hips back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful, guys. On your next in-breath, stretch the right toes back. Find your three-legged dog. Reach into the foot. And then with control, pull the knee to the right elbow. Nice and slowly round through your upper spine. Pull the knee to the opposite elbow, now left side. Protract the shoulders a lot. And then send your toes back. Three-legged dog. With your out breath, land lightly outside of your right hand in a lizard lunge. Drop your left knee down to the floor. Push the hips forwards as much as you can as you take a slow breath. Nice and slowly, begin to bend into your back leg. If you have the space, you can catch onto the left foot with your right hand and find a bind. Beautiful quad opening here. Allow your whole body, your whole spine to rotate so you come into a twist. Slowly let that go. Lift your left knee off the floor, come into your easy twist. Stretch into the right fingers And then make your way into a side plank pose, any side plank variation of your choice. If you want to challenge yourself, you can begin to lift your right foot off of your left foot a little bit. If you're struggling, you can place your right foot in front of you. Okay, we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, guys. Slowly pull the right knee into the chest space and then land forwards, low lunge, Anjayasana, arms lengthen all the way up. Grow tall through the spine. Take a twist to the right side. Stretch the right fingers behind you, left fingers forwards. Breathe. And then nice and slowly take a wide-legged fold, Prasarita to the side of your space. We'll travel all the way to the back. Find a low lunge, thread the heart forwards. Step both feet back, downward facing dog. Rise high onto the balls of the feet, roll forwards to your plank. Squeeze the biceps together, Chaturanga Dandasana to your upward facing. Let's open everything up. Downward facing dog, take your hips back. Inhale, stretch the right toes back once again. Pull the knee to the right elbow. Hold. Take your knee to the other elbow, left side. And then stretch your toes back as you radiate through the back foot. Step forwards, low lunge, Anjayasana. Drop the back knee, arms come up. Lengthen out of your waist. We'll take a twist to the right side now. Stretch into the arms. If you're hearing some very loud breathing, that is my puppy right next to me, just so you're aware. Okay, on the out breath, take your wide-legged fold, Prasarita to the left side. Travel all the way forwards to meet your left foot, front of your space. Both feet step back, downward facing dog. Rising high onto the balls of the feet once again, roll through to your plank pose. Chaturanga, take your vinyasa. Let's open the body up. Exhale, roll the hips back, downward facing dog. Ground into the edges of your feet, into the knuckles of your hands, and then stretch your left toes behind you, three-legged dog. Pull the knee to the left elbow, hugging the belly in. Pull the knee to the other elbow, right side. Take your toes back, three-legged dog. Landing lightly outside of your left hand now in your lizard lunge. Drop the right knee first to the floor. Push the hips down as much as you can. Relax the breath. Relax the face. All right, let's find our bind. If you took that on the first side, opening up your quadricep muscles a lot here. It's quite a strong one. Take a breath. Nice and slowly release. Come into your easy twist as you lift your right knee off the floor. Stretch into your left arm. And then when you're ready, make your way into your side plank pose, whatever side plank pose you had on the first side. Try to elevate your bottom hip. And then we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lightly landing your left hand to the floor. Pull the left knee into the heart space. Step in between your hands, low lunge. Allow each movement, each breath to be conscious as we flow. Stretch your fingers to the sky. And then take your twist, left side. Find a little bit more space through shoulders, through arms as you lean this left shoulder back. Take your wide-legged fold to the right side, Prasarita Padottanasana. Travel to the back of your space, low lunge. Take a breath in as you broaden through the heart space. Step both feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forwards, plank pose, Palakasana. Take your flow, Chaturanga, to your upward facing, feeling the openness through the chest, downward facing dog. Inhale, stretch your left toes behind you. On the out breath, pull the knee to the left elbow. Lift your right heel off the floor a lot. Pull the knee to the opposite elbow. And then take your toes back, three-legged dog. Low lunge, take it forwards. Sink the right knee down, stretch your fingers long. Feel the energy move up the spine, up the arms. Take your twist to the left. With that out breath, take your wide-legged fold to the side of your space. Melt in between your thigh bones. Travel to the front of your space, low lunge, meet the right foot. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, downward facing dog, step both feet back. Inhale, find that rhythm, roll forwards to your plank. Take a conscious and slow flow as we open it up into our upward facing. Roll the hips back, downward facing dog. Nice, guys. Hopefully feeling a little bit more warm, a little bit more connected from the inside out now. On the next in-breath, stretch the right toes behind you, three-legged. Pull the knee to the right elbow once again. Hold. Try to lift your left heel off the floor as much as you can. Other elbow left side. Take your toes back, three-legged dog. On your out breath, lizard lunge with the back knee lifted this time. Squeeze your right knee in towards the right arm. Pull the hips down as much as you can. When you're ready, find your easy twist, stretching right fingers to sky. Feel the energy travel up your left arm and then reach all the way out through the right fingertips. You're welcome to find a side plank, or if you're feeling for it, come into a wild thing, flip your dog. If you're here with me, start to open up your heart space to the sky. Lower your hips. Right hand meets the ground, pull the right knee into the chest space, round through your upper spine, and then lightly land in between your hands. Anjayasana, low lunge, stretch the fingers to the sky, breathe in. Take your twist to the right side. Reach the right arm behind you, breathe. Now begin to lift your left knee off the floor. Stay in your twist, twisted lunge, breathe in. As you breathe out, drop the right hand to the back thigh. Stretch your left fingers towards the back of your space. Feel into a sense of space across the left side body. One more breath. With your out breath, take a wide-legged fold. Prasarita, melt in between your thigh bones. Push into the edges of your feet as you lift the chest halfway. Travel to the back of your space, low lunge. Step both feet back, downward facing dog. Plug into the balls of your feet and then roll the body through like a wave, plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana. Open it up, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take the hips back. Right toes sweep back, three-legged dog. Pull the knee to the right elbow, protract the shoulders. Take the knee to the other elbow, left side. Three-legged dog, take your toes back. Find a low lunge, step softly forward, sink your left knee down, the arms come up, you know where we're going. Find space, find length. Take your twist to the right. Okay, let's begin to lift the left knee off the floor now and see if you can continue to get really nice and low into your right leg. Hold. Keep reaching into the arms. Tip back, left arm stretches towards the space behind you. Keep lifting the heart space to the sky. Nice, guys. Okay, let's take our wide-legged fold to the left. Prasarita, melt in between your legs. You're welcome to grab onto the edges of your feet and maybe find a little bit more space between inner thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. With the out breath, travel to the left foot at the front of your space. Okay, listening carefully. Glide your right knee down. Come into a kneeling position. You're on your right shin bone here. Lift the chest. And then with the out breath, make your way into a fold. Drop your chin towards your left knee like a blanket over your left leg. Relax the energy. Start to roll onto your right sitting bone now. And then we'll cradle the baby with this left leg. So just as we did in the beginning, if you have the space, you can place your left foot to the inner crease of the right elbow and start to hug this left leg a little bit closer into the chest. Beautiful opening through outer thigh. All right, let's take a nice breath here. Okay, you're welcome to stay here. If you have it in your practice, you're welcome to slowly guide your left leg over your left shoulder. We're going for compass pose in a moment. So basically, the higher this leg is over the shoulder, the easier it'll be to find that extension. So obviously something that takes time and practice as you get more flexible hamstrings. Okay, if you're going with me here, grab onto the edge of the left foot with the right hand, compass pose, maybe playing with a straight leg, maybe playing with a bent leg, wherever you are. Find a sense of playfulness. Take another breath. All right, when you are ready to do so, nice and slowly, let's release that. You'll guide this left leg behind you. We are coming into pigeon pose. So you can play with this bent leg variation. If you have a straight leg, you can also go there now. Okay, let's keep this right foot flexed. I'll give you two options here. You're welcome to stay and just feel into your pigeon, or you might start to bend into the back leg and reach for the left foot with your left hand. Okay, coming into mermaid pose, which is a beautiful opening here through your quads, which should feel nice and open by now. If you're here with me, let's reach this right arm up to the sky, bend into the elbow. You might place the right hand to kind of like the upper back region, or if you have it, catch onto the left hand in a bind. Mermaid pose, quite fun and super intense as well. Nice and slowly release, let that go wherever you are. Push into both hands and step both feet back, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, guys. Push into all of your fingers, all of your toes. Taste the earth beneath you as you root into your body. And then stretch your left toes behind you, three-legged dog. Pull the knee to the left elbow, protracting shoulders a lot. Pull the knee to the other elbow, right side. Take your toes back, three-legged dog. Lizard lunge outside of your left hand. Keeping the back knee lifted this time, thread the heart forwards, breathe in. Exhale, easy twist. Stretch into the top fingerprints. If you took it on the first side, go for your wild thing, or otherwise side plank pose. Just exploring what feels good today in your body, which changes from day to day. Let's lift the chest to the sky if you're here with me. Slowly, you can lower the hips. Left hand meets the ground, pull the left knee into the heart space as you round the upper back. Low lunge, landing lightly in between your hands. Stretch the fingers to the sky. Find a sense of space now. Twist to the left side. Left fingers behind you, find that reach. And then we lift the back knee off the floor. Stay nice and low and active through the front leg. Take your tip back as you stretch the right fingers towards the back of your room. Breathing in. Try to lift the sternum a little bit more to the space in front of you. Nice, guys. Take a wide-legged fold. Prasarita, melt in between your legs. Push into the feet. Lift the chest. Halfway lift. Travel towards the back of your space, right foot. Step both feet back, downward facing dog. Allow it to become like a moving meditation now. Roll through plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana to your upward facing dog. Downward facing. Melt your hips back. Roll the inner thighs up and back. Stretching your left toes to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Pull the knee to the left elbow, round, curl it in. Pull it to the other elbow, right side. Three-legged dog, take the toes back. Find your low lunge, landing lightly forwards, Anjayasana. Stretch into the arms, stretch into the fingers. Take your twist to the left. And just hold here in your twist. Feel into a sense of groundedness through your frame as you feel the energy begin to circulate through your whole body. Lift your right knee off the floor. Twisted high lunge. Take your tip back with awareness, with control. Just feeling into your own range. Not worrying too much about what it looks like, but just feeling into your body, your own uniqueness. When you're ready, wide-legged fold. We melt in between the thigh bones, opening up inner thighs, adductors a little bit more. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. With your out breath, travel to the right foot, front of your space. Glide your left knee down, coming into your baby Hanuman kneeling position. Fingers to the floor in front of you, lengthen through your spine. And then exhale, roll forwards as you drop the chin to the knee. Relax into your body. Let the breath slow down for a moment. And with your out breath, let's roll onto the left sitting bone. This time we pull this right leg into the chest, cradling the baby. Maybe placing your foot to the inner left arm bone. Hug it into the chest as much as you can, and if you're all the way down here, that's also fine. There's no wrong or right here. We're just exploring, we're just playing with these shapes and allowing the shapes to take us deeper into ourselves and into our breath. All right, if you played with your compass pose on the other side, you can start to slowly place your right foot over the right shoulder as much as you can. Also fine if the leg is all the way down here. That's where you start. And then gradually, maybe with time and lots of practice, you'll make your way further up. Left hand catches onto the edge of the right foot if you're playing with your compass. And when you do find your compass, if you have kind of a straight-ish leg, you'll find this little window underneath your left armpit, left arm area. Take a breath. With your out breath, nice and slowly, let's release that wherever you are. Don't judge yourself for how bad or good that went. Just find some playfulness. Okay, let's reach this right leg behind us. Whatever pigeon you have, set yourself up. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, if you played with your mermaid on the other side, start to bend into the back leg a little bit. Gently, if you have it, start to pull the foot a bit closer to your hips. Okay, so we're kind of grabbing onto this foot with this right arm. Inhale, left arm stretches high, bending into the elbow, maybe catching onto your t-shirt here at the back, or maybe finding a bind to meet the right hand. Take a breath. Okay, beautiful guys, slowly release that. With your out breath, you'll swing your right leg all the way forwards to meet your left leg in a cross-legged seat, just as we started. Stretch the fingers long, take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, take a gentle fold over your legs. Try to glue your hips into the ground. Soften the shoulders, soften your face. With your out breath, slowly peel yourself back up, grab onto the knees, and then slowly roll all the way down towards the earth. Glue your thighs together, flop both legs over to the left side in a very gentle supine twist. You can place your left hand to the right knee as you melt the right shoulder a little bit closer to the floor. Can you relax into the upper body some more? Can you allow your breath to feel a little bit softer and maybe a little bit fuller with each round? And with your out breath, take your knees over to the other side. Take your twist once again. Just a reminder that that loud breathing is my dog and not me. I get sometimes comments on how you guys find it annoying when I breathe loudly, and I completely understand that. But in this case, I promise you it is my puppy that is, yeah, she's quite a loud breather. Okay, nice and gently, let's bring both legs back into center. Wrap your hands around your shin bones. Pull the forehead to the knees and take a full breath. With your out breath, let's stretch long and take a nice, comfortable Savasana. close down your eyes. Feel the whole body melt into the ground, giving yourself full permission to really be here and let go. Begin to deepen your breath and feel the movement of your chest and your tummy with each round. And then very slowly you can start to guide the awareness back into your physical body, allowing your senses to become a little bit more awake and tuned in as you take in any sounds, smells around you, absorbing it all. And then take a nice full body stretch, reach the hands behind you, point the toes, flex the feet, cross this right foot over the left foot, and gently rock yourself up into a cross-legged seat, Sukhasana. If you are in Shavasana, as I always say, please stay if you have the time, okay? Let's bring the hands into the heart space and sit up nice and tall. To seal the practice, we'll take a nice full breath in through the nose. Let's go for it. Opening the mouth and releasing. Namaste. Thank you, my friends, for joining me today. I really hope that you enjoyed that practice. Please let me know how you went in the comment section down below. I would love to hear. And if there's anything else that you want to share, please do let me know. And if you have not already subscribed, please consider doing so. I post new flows here on YouTube every week, and it's really the best way that you can support me and my channel. All right, guys, have a beautiful day further. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon on the mats.